The Steelers defeated the Titans 20-16. Will Levis was 22 of 39, 262 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a pick. He had some upside after he just dominated last week against the Falcons, but I think he's a safe drop at this point. Just like a high upside waiver wire quarterback is how I see him the rest of the way. I don't think he should be counted on for anything consistent. Derrick Henry, 17 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Awesome stuff. We're playing him every single week. Tyjae Spears, 5 carries for 18 yards. He is a priority if you have Derrick Henry as a handcuff, because if Derrick Henry goes out, Tyjae Spears could be a top 10 running back, but I understand if you don't have the roster space for that, but definitely a luxury handcuff. But at the same time, I understand dropping it if you need the roster space. DeAndre Hopkins had a carry for 5, Treylon Burks had a carry for 5, and Will Levis had just the 1 carry for 2. Levis should have a little bit more upside on the ground than this, too, more than just 1 carry for 2 yards going forward. Kyle Phillips surprisingly led the team in receiving, 4 catches, 68 yards on 5 targets. I don't think he's an ad. He's going to be super up and down. He's their main slot receiver. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 catches for 60 yards on 11 targets. Love to see the targets. He definitely has a connection with Will Levis. You would just wish that some of these targets would hit a little more. He's right on that border between understandable bench and lineup lock. So kind of just play the matchups with DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to be up and down because of Will Levis. Chris Moore had a catch for 29. Chig Okonkwo had 3 catches for 28. He's a safe drop. He hasn't really gotten anything going this year. Derrick Henry, 3 catches for 27. Good to see him get involved in the passing game. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine just had a catch for 23. Treylon Burks went down with that really nasty injury, 2 catches for 23 yards. He's a safe drop. Tyjae Spears had the 4 catches for 4 yards, and Josh Wiley did not haul in his only target. For the Steelers, Kenny Pickett was 19-30, 160 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. I don't think anybody's rostering Kenny Pickett at this point, but a little bit lower production here because of the rib injury, but at the same time, he shouldn't be rostered. Jaylen Warren led the team in rushing, 11 carries, 88 yards. Najee Harris, more volume, 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. These guys have really similar value. I don't think they're guys that you want to just lock into your lineup as starters every week, but with the matchups, if you're in a pinch because of a bye week or an injury, you can absolutely do worse than Najee Harris or Jaylen Warren. So hang on to him if you got him. Calvin Austin had 2 carries for 10, and Kenny Pickett just had the 1 carry for -1. Diontae Johnson is really emerging. 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. 9 targets. He led the team in targets by a lot. He is becoming a really reliable option. Absolutely play him every single week if you got him. He's not quite that top 10 receiver, but he's definitely pushing top 15 value right now. Jaylen Warren, 3 catches for 25 yards. Good to see him get involved more in the passing game. Connor Heyward had 2 catches for 16. Allen Robinson had a catch for 10. Darnell Washington had a catch for 7. Darnell was getting a lot of snaps in this one. I wonder if he's going to get more of Connor Heyward's targets going forward. That should be what they do because Darnell is such an overpowering athlete, but we'll just have to watch that. Najee Harris, just the 2 catches for 7 yards on 4 targets. Miles Boykin had a catch for 6. Calvin Austin did not haul in his only target. And George Pickens, 2 catches, -1 yards, 5 targets. What I fear the most with George Pickens is him becoming Gabe Davis, Rashid Shaheed, Mike Williams of old. You play him in your lineup, and sometimes he'll get you 0, and sometimes he'll get you 25. It's going to be hard trying to figure out which games are going to be which, so that's just going to be the pain of having George Pickens on your team, and that's not because of him whatsoever. Like, yes, he should have gotten his other foot in that touchdown, but he has all the talent in the world. Kenny Pickett was missing him on wide open throws. Matt Canada isn't doing him any favors as far as scheming stuff for him. George Pickens, he's a hold because of the upside, but just know what you're getting into when you play him because he could get you 0, he could get you 25. You'll just never know what week it is. And that's going to do it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow at We Are Drafting on Instagram. We got buy lows, sell highs, ads list, drops list, weekly rankings at every position. I'll see you over there, and thank you again for watching.